Welcome to another quick review and installation video from Ultimate DIYer, and today we're going to install a faucet made by Hurran. This little faucet made by Hurran is actually really interesting. You can use this. It's basically going to tell you it's made for a bathroom sink, but it's really more than that. This can be used in a bathroom. It could be used in, say, a wet bar area or even a prep sink area. You know, as a matter of fact, you could probably even use this in a laundry area as well. And I'll tell you the reason why it works so well on all of those is the tube where the water comes out, the spout they call it, is actually a pull-out spout so that you can wash things down. That's what'd be great on a prep station. If you're doing salads and things, you can prep, or it would be great in, say, a laundry room as well. Any of those scenarios, this is going to work very well. Now, where I generally see prep stations, by the way, is going to be on, say, an island out in a kitchen where I generally have a main sink and then I have a smaller sink over to the side for prepping. So what do I actually like about this system? I like the fact that it comes with a pop-out drain already so that you can match it to the actual faucet, because a lot of these you get do not have the drains and you're going to have to find something close to match it. This is going to be made of a stainless steel body, so it's very heavy made. It isn't going to rust and corrode like a lot of the other ones that are out there. And then on top of it, it is going to have a matte finish on it so that it actually is stainless with matte overlay. Now you can get this one in nickel, black, gray, chrome, or gold. Now you'll want to check and make sure what's available at the time that you actually order, but that is actually what they claim in the back that you can actually get. So it has a ceramic disc in it. So the actual part that controls the water flow and all is going to be lead free, and it is made of ceramic. That ceramic is going to give you a lot of use. I mean, up into the hundreds of thousands of actual uses every time you turn this on and off. That in itself is huge. So made with the stainless steel heavy duty ceramic disc, this unit's going to be around for a long time. The only way you're probably going to pull this out is just doing a full remodel, because I don't think it's going to wear out anytime soon. 1.2 gallon per minute system, which is pretty much standard today, which means it's going to save you some water, save you some energy cost. And on top of everything else, when it comes to installing this, it's got a couple of things that make it easy to install, but one of the big ones is the fact that the lines are already pre-installed. So you don't have to make double connections. You're just basically going to connect the two lines to the outlets underneath your sink. Generally, your hot is going to be on the left and your cold is going to be on the right. Not 100% guarantee that is the way it is, but 99.9% of the time, that's the way it's set up, and that's the way it should be set up. All right, so the very first thing is I'm going to point out it's a very nice heavy-duty box. It's not flimsy, but it's easy to open. You'll have a little piece of tape here. Cut the tape. This just pulls forward, and you raise it just like that. Now you're going to have a nice instruction sheet with great pictures. It's not too difficult. On the other side, you basically have a QR code right there so that you can watch other videos on YouTube if you need to after you watch this video. Now you'll have some foam on the top protecting the unit. You're just going to set that aside here. And here is your pop-out drain. It has a little coating over the top to keep it from getting scratched. All plastic, easy to install. And this is the unit itself. And there is your pull-out part right here. So it's going to have a line that comes down, which is going to be this one. And how you get this goes back in is it uses a weight right here, and you just simply unscrew the two screws. You'll unscrew one, leave it in, take the other one out. You'll swivel it around, and you will actually install it on your line here. And what that does is it's a counterweight, so it will pull this unit back and forth so it can go into its spot right there. Now the unit feels fairly heavy, not super heavy, but not super light, so it's well made. Your control is up here. I like the way that works. Here are your lines. This line, if you need to undo it, it just pushes this in right here like this, and it just slides out. You have a couple little rings on there that kind of hold it. You'll know you're in when you hear a clip, just like that. Here's your water lines. Obviously, red is going to be hot, blue is going to be cold. Now, this is a very important piece right here. What you do is this just spins off, just like that, get it undone. And this has a cut. You'll just use that to get this off, like this. And now you will simply slide all of this down in the hole, come back underneath, and you're going to make sure these are pointed up. And I always back these way off, like this. And I'll show you why we do that. So I get them all about the same, and now I'm going to put this back on, make sure that the screw parts are facing down. Obviously, you'd have a very hard time putting it on otherwise. Now, these threads are very small here, so you have to kind of fight with it a little bit to get it to work. Sometimes I go backwards and then forwards. There we go. And then you'll spin it all the way up. And now where this thing is so nice is in the old days, you didn't have these screws and you didn't even have this slot here. You had to slide this thing up in there, and it was painful. You would have to use a basin wrench because remember, the sink, the part that the water goes in, is going to be right in front of this. So you couldn't get up here to hardly turn this. You used what was called a basin wrench. Well, with this system, you do not need a basin wrench. You can slide it up there, get it as snug as you can by hand, and then you tighten these screws with a long extension and a Phillips head. And you tighten it up, and it will lock it into place. So now you no longer really have to use that basin wrench, and you can have this installed in seconds. So think about this. Slide it through the hole. Turn this all the way to the top, tighten up the two screws, hook up your two water lines, and guess what, guys? You're in business. It's installed. That's why this is definitely a DIY project. You know, you don't have to have a plumber come and do this. It is extremely easy. So there you go. I told you there's not a whole lot to it, and like I said, there's very few connections. The two water lines, you're going to have the little nut on the bottom to tie it in, and you will have the little weight that you'll install. But outside of that, it's very simple. Definitely a DIY project. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to pull out the demo sink like I said earlier, and we're going to get this thing installed real quick and see how it flows and works. So let's do that. All right, guys, so the very first thing you're going to do is you're simply going to take your locking nut off. Use that little slot I showed you, and you will slide the nut off. Now you're simply going to take your lines and feed them down into the actual hole. So keep in mind, this would be the back of your sink. You're going to have a wall here. You're going to have your shut-offs coming out of the wall. And generally your hot is on the left, like I mentioned earlier. Cold is going to be on the right. Now as you're looking at the screen, your hot would be on the right here instead of the left because you're looking at it in reverse. So before I hook up the water lines though, we need to actually install the nut. You're just going to take the slot, remember, that we have here on the side, and you're just going to feed your lines through that slot. Get them all in there, and then you're going to take and reach in the top and kind of hold the line, hold the actual faucet, and you work these on. Sometimes it goes easy, sometimes not. That one was pretty easy. Now I can use the screwdriver like this and tighten them, or I can use a screw gun, especially if I have an extension. Now remember, I'm going to have a wall here, and you have a basin. A lot of times the basins are even closer. So when we put the weight on, the first thing I'm going to want to do is get my screw gun and back these screws out. Get this into place right about there. Put this back together and tighten. Now it should function. It does very well. Now you do have the little O-ring I mentioned right in here. So generally you don't have to put any Teflon on there, but if you're worried about any little drips or anything, you could go ahead and put a little Teflon. It's not going to hurt anything. And you don't have to get super tight, but you definitely don't want it leaking or spraying. That's on. No drips. Looks great. No drips. Looks great. Now keep in mind, when you first turn this on, you're going to probably hear some air bubbles. I have not cleared the air out of this yet, so you're going to hear that, but it is normal. Do not panic. That is just part of the whole process. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. We're not going to use the sprayer yet. We're going to go to cold. Right? So all you do is you're going to rotate to the cold, rotate to the hot, and then you lift up to turn it on, and then you can rotate in the middle to get it to that exact temperature. So we're going to go cold. There's on. That is really good. Now you can actually control that even in that function. So I do like that. Now we're going to go over here. First, I want to see, does it shut all the way off? And it does. That's one of the reasons I like the ceramic disc, guys. If you don't have a ceramic disc, a lot of times these things drip. Let's go over to hot. Turn it to hot. We're going to raise it. There it is. There's our spray. Now, if I want to get in the middle, I just start moving it until I feel and get it to the temperature that I want. Ready to shut it off? Go down. Super, super simple. Now, the last thing is let's check the sprayer out. We're going to pull the sprayer out. We're going to move it around and see how it functions. Very nice. I like it an awful lot. There you go. All right, guys, so honestly, I think it is an awesome system. I love the flow of water. I love the pull-out handle. I think this is a very versatile faucet, and it was extremely easy to install. Don't be afraid of it. It's definitely a DIY project. I hope you got something out of today's review and installation video, and we will see you guys on the next review.